Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. It is time for another reaction song for Magical Music TV. So, very special reactor today as well, as we react to the band Black MIDI for the very first time. One of those bands everyone seems to be talking about, one of the bands of the moment, the bands of the day, the song of the day. So, a couple of months ago I was sent a Black MIDI song, I checked it out. Was neither yay or nay on it. I can't really remember what song it was. I think it was a John L. I think. Don't quote me on that. It had an interesting sound. The vocal sounded like Godspeed, Black Emperor, you know? But I wasn't sold. I wasn't thinking it's the whole magic package that everyone is hyping this band up to be. I mean, this is the second coming of the magic package, as everyone describes it. So, Black MIDI 953. That's where we're starting. The journey continues. And of course, I don't have the yay meter ready because, you know, I just live in the ambivalent zone forever, guys. Can you imagine that? You know, staying in the ambivalent zone. We'll give it the old ripcord there. Anyway, guys. I mean, what can we say? It's either yay or nay. So this is one of the bands of the moment, as I was describing. That one song I heard a couple months ago. It wasn't the best thing since sliced bread. It was interesting, but come on, guys. Magic package. Magic package. It's up to them now to prove me ambivalent on this one, guys, because you spent too long in the ambivalent zone and you just get a bit loopy, you know what I'm saying? So, what's the song called? 953. Black MIDI. Try not to be too overhyped for this one, or well, you know, it's difficult. The more hype people put on something.
Stop all of this strange fantasy. This is not who you are, not who you want to be, not who I want you to be. You are once so kind. Let's remove these thoughts, remove them from your mind, for they are described. Yourself and family. contradiction, an eye for an eye. But you are just too lazy. It is purely fantasy, and it takes all quick. Everyone joins in, and it is condemned. It is a sin. It is a sin.
There's some stuff to like here, guys. There's some stuff to like here. It's not the full magic package for me. What I'm getting here is that this band, they seem to try and ride the line between a post-hardcore kind of heavy sound and a blues rock heavy sound. Perhaps maybe not the only band to do that. I'm not sold. I'm not sold on that, guys. I'm not sold on that. I'm more of a fan of the post-hardcore sound than the blues sound. It's a small difference. It's such a fine line sometimes between when you're playing like a power chord or a hardcore section. The difference between a blues rock and a post-hardcore sound type of chord, type of feel to it, it's such a fine line, guys. But it can really define the taste of the song, the mood, the genre, the feeling of it. There are elements here that are cool. There's the transitions and there's a lot of interesting stuff in it. It started pretty well. The vocals, we're not sold on the vocals yet. Just a little bit on the fence, guys. There were some really interesting sounds at some points, but it never fully took over the whole song. I just felt like there were times where it was not sure, guys. It was heavy and fast without a purpose, perhaps. But there was one section that it was repetitious in a way I wasn't vibing, but every now and then they throw in these couple of chords, like these post-hardcore chords, which just sounded amazing, but then they'd slip back into the repetitious loop, the sort of heavy loop. This bit. This chord's coming. So it's fleeting moments of almost like faster Deftones type of chords, which is an interesting sound that I like. This kind of sounds a bit like Lightning Bolt, but like it's nowhere near Lightning Bolt crazy. The transitions are almost a little bit Mars Volta, but the whole package, I mean, they got this long outro that slowly unravels. What's cool is that they have their own sound. They've somehow managed to find this space in between blues, rock, and this post-hardcore sound, and then just mixing in different elements, make it not seem like any one particular genre. So that's good. I like stuff that you can't tell what genre it is. But just in terms of entertainment value, I'm wanting a bit more. So there are other songs that I've had people say that are the magic package. So I'm hoping there's still some stuff to come. I don't know how many albums they've made, guys. I know nothing about this band other than lately people have been liking them as a band, one of those bands that pops up. And I didn't check them out on my own accord, really. So, you know, I'm being forced into it under duress, guys. It's definitely ambivalent on the Alienator for a lot of it, because it's still just very new to the sound, I guess. Just, you know, I'm finding my feet with it, seeing how I feel. The mind just kind of wanders in terms of what you'd want the song to be, what you want the song to be. I mean, there wasn't a lot of singing over the fast, crazy, heavy sections. Singing was in a softer section, more spoken word. I do like the more spoken word section on stuff, and the vocals are definitely unique. But in terms of entertainment value and bang for buck, just not sure how I'm feeling, you know what I mean? But it is interesting nonetheless, and there's a lot of interesting stuff to the sound, for sure. And hey, any rock band that has their own take on it, that doesn't sound like everyone else, that is a fantastic thing, guys. And it's something to dig your teeth into. So we'll be back. I don't know what the album name of what this is off. I got no idea. I have to look into them to find out the next songs to go. One of them will be a magic package recommendation, so see if it lives up to the hype on the next episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Do you like this band? Do you not like them? Like, what's your thoughts on them? Kind of a newer band, very exciting stuff. Not just looking at the golden oldies on this channel, guys, but magical music wherever we may find it. Please join us in the next one on Magical Music TV.